It was a comeback and a half the last time Royal Challengers Bangalore met the Sunrisers Hyderabad. 11 games since what was their opening game, RCB have certainly come a long way. There have been a few bumps on the road, but a win against SRH might just secure a playoff berth for the Challengers. Hey guys, you're watching Centerfruit presents RCB 12th Man TV, and in our opposition watch, another look at the Sunrisers Hyderabad. They've had a few close games this season that haven't gone their way, and that has hurt their campaign. But a solid comeback against the Delhi Capitals, courtesy their top order, will give them plenty of confidence. David Warner is known to rally his troops in a tough manner, and RCB will be fully prepared for an all-out attack from the men in orange. As far as the batting goes, the usual suspects. David Warner, the captain, will be the big threat right at the very top. Kane Williamson, Manish Pandey in the middle order. And as far as the bowling goes, well, that man, Rashid Khan, he will be the big threat that RCB should be wary of. T. Natarajan and his exploits in the death overs is another bowler to watch out for. On the whole, SRH look like a solid unit, but RCB, they have the momentum and they will believe that they can make it 2-2. In our Blast from the Past segment, a quick look at the first leg. It was the opening game for RCB and SRH over a month ago. RCB batting first. It was our first glimpse of the sensation Devdutt Padikkal. He notched up a fabulous half-century along with the Superman AB de Villiers, and they gave RCB a fighting total of 163. In response, SRH were well ahead of the game, courtesy the Englishman Johnny Bairstow, and it needed a moment of brilliance from Yuzvendra Chahal to see the back of Johnny, and that gave RCB a foot in the door. And what we saw next was one of the most remarkable comebacks by RCB, eventually winning that game by 10 runs and, more importantly, registering the first 2 points on the table. Battles to watch out for. What about Yuzi Chahal to Manish Pandey? Pandey's return to form has seen him play some good knocks for SRH in the recent past. He's taken up the responsibility of moving the scoreboard along in the middle overs, but he's up against Yuzi Chahal, who's operating at a whole new level. He loves getting rid of set batsmen, restricting them from upping the ante in the middle overs. The Yuzi Chahal-Manish Pandey battle will certainly hold the key during the mid part of the SRH innings. If that is exciting, what about Rashid Khan to Virat Kohli? The best versus the best. Rashid Khan, considered as one of the best T20 bowlers in world cricket, is always David Warner's go-to bowler every time they're looking for a wicket. 4 overs, 3 for 7 were his figures against the Delhi Capitals, and he will certainly be riding high on that. RCB will need to counter him, and we have the best man to do that. Virat Kohli loves a challenge, and after the last few innings, he will certainly be looking for that big one, and no better occasion than to do it against the best. A mouth-watering contest on offer. And last but not the least, T. Natarajan to AB de Villiers. On paper, this may not sound like a matchup. AB de Villiers, a veteran, Natarajan, a rookie. But the pacer has done very well to earn his reputation as being a death over Yorker specialist. He's going to be up against the best in the world, Mr. 360. RCB will rely on ABD to propel the innings in the death overs when Natarajan is bowling. How will the pacer use his variations against Mr. 360? That is the big question. But one thing is for sure, this will certainly be his toughest test. And finally, as far as the head-to-head numbers goes, not much to separate the two teams. 16 matches that have been played, SRH have won 8 of them and RCB have 7 to their credit. So come Saturday, the stage is set for RCB to do not 1, not 2, but 3 things. Number 1 is to level the head-to-head stats. Number 2 is to make it 2-2 against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And finally, to pretty much seal our spot in the all-important playoffs.